Okay, just do my end of term recording. So I've got 3 Seek Tributes and to consolidate some darkness to get to my Deceitful next turn, hopefully. And I'm moving my guys back north and using an Abyss Strider, killing an Abyss Strider on the way. Although actually that action I'm not sure it's done correctly, so I'm just going to make sure it's working. Oh, yes, that has worked. Cool. Other things that are useful to note. So I voted to shuffle the order. I don't really know at this stage. I can't really think through the implications of either option, so I've just gone for shuffle. I have not done anything else. Dan's going for a fragment. A manuscript play by the look of things. I have been considering whether to go for Duke or not. I think if I do, it probably will rule me out of winning a conventional victory, but that's not necessarily the end of the world. It would mean that Sharpo is probably more trusting of me being genuinely going for second place, and so is less likely to end the alliance and stab me in the back. And I think now might be a good time as we're heading into the late game to sort of reaffirm that's the play. So I think I might do that. I might actually get, if I do a bunch of plots and stuff, I may end up getting a bunch of prestige back and it may swing the balance, but I don't think I will. I think it's just too far ahead. Jake's prestige gain is higher than mine to begin with, and he's already prince. So I don't think I can conventionally win if I go for prince now. But I mean, it's worth a shot. Just to see, actually, just as doing a bit of an experiment, but we'll see. I think I can't create prestige fast enough because I haven't gotten charisma, for one thing. So whether to go charisma is also a bit of a decision. I said I wasn't going to, but I might, for the extra order slot, it might be worth it once I've got my deceit order slot. Don't know. Need to think that through. But yes, I'm mulling that over. I'll probably decide next turn. Okay, so just a follow-up recording to go through a couple of points that I think are worth just bringing up and mentioning that I'm thinking through right now. I was said on the previous recording that I was going to decide whether to go prince or not. So this is a bit of a gamble play, I guess, or gambit. I don't know. So if I go for prince, I can potentially convince Sharpo that I'm not going to backstab him and win. By conventional means, I mean. But the problem is, the risk is that if he knows I'm Kingmaker, it makes it more suspicious that I'm specifically trying to go for a Kingmaker victory, which will push him to decide what he wants to do, I guess, and push him to taking some sort of action that stops me from winning, because he knows he can't win unless he does. So that action could include knocking me out, eliminating me. He's very close to me, obviously, so yeah, that's a real risk. The other possible route is Pandemonium, and he's very close to Pandemonium, so he's got quite a lot of latitude to stop me from winning if he wants to. I would say, from his point of view, a Pandemonium play is probably the way to go. That's if he decides that he wants to win, and he thinks that I'm a Kingmaker. I am surprised that he hasn't questioned me about it now, which makes me wonder that he doesn't know yet. I have no real means of stopping him other than getting my prophecy up, which arguably I should probably start doing ASAP, just to hope that he can't get a Dark Augury on me, because he's going to have Prophecy 6. So I was planning to get my destruction up, but maybe my prophecy is the better way to go. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, so the point is, going prince is a real gamble. I think I'm going to do it anyway, because I just don't think I've done it before. I don't think I've been prince in a multiplayer game. And I don't know, I may not be able to have brain space to in the late game to actually do the required moves that would be required to win. So if I'm gonna just change things up, I think may as well just do it in this game where I can't necessarily give it 100% of my effort and attention. Although so far I've actually been getting some good turns in, so we'll see. And if the turns move quickly and we get through the next sort of 15 turns very quickly, then potentially. So I think I will do it. I think it's a risk, and I think this moment could be the moment that loses me the game. Not this exact one maybe, but this decision to go for Prince could be the moment that loses me the game. We will see. Other things to think about is, if there isn't... So the other thing about Kingmaker is if there isn't a conclave, then I don't think I win. We've never done Kingmaker before, so I haven't been able to prove this out. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, if someone takes Pandemonium, then there's no manipulation victory. So even if I'm manipulating Sharpo and he takes it, I still think I don't win. So we've got to stop anyone doing Pandemonium play. I think the most likely people to do it, like I said, Sharpo, if he thinks that he can't win conventionally because of me, so I may push him into it. But Dan thinks he can't win conventionally. He said very explicitly this to be the case, and Pandemonium's right there. He's in a great position. He's positioned himself for it really well. Robbo might do it. He's close by. Yeah, Robbo could do it. Again, he's probably not going to win conventionally, unless he's got a hell of a lot of hidden schemes. But you never know, he might have racked it. I don't know what's the maximum number of schemes you can have, but yeah, potentially. Jake obviously is moderately well positioned. To be honest, I'm probably the worst position for a pan. Well, no, I could make it through that gap. Yeah, Jake might. He's in the lead conclave-wise, so it wouldn't make as much sense. But who knows? He might just do it for fun. And especially if someone overtakes him, he might do it anyway. And I'm not sure what his mechanics knowledge is, so I don't know whether he will know the full implications of attacking it and going for it and all that kind of stuff. But yes, stopping a Pandemonium play is a big one, so I need to think about that. If Dan goes for it, I think me and Sharpo just have to take it back and re-establish the conclave, and that's going to be a real moment if that happens. But we need to be ready for it, which has a couple of implications. One of which is that it makes this +1 movement worm mounts much more attractive because it means I can get across the map faster. So I might end up buying that next turn. We will see how the tribute lands. Okay, other thoughts? Possible Kingmakers for me. So obviously Jake hasn't responded to any of my messages, so I don't really know what he's thinking. Robbo and Dan both have been acting very friendly. It would be very funny if Sharpo had Kingmakered me. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know how that resolves. Anyway, Robbo seems the most likely because he's been pushing for an alliance. And if he's playing Belial, he might want to go for some sort of, indirect victory for sort of fun RP reasons. Dan is plausible. Plausible. I don't think it's mega likely, but yeah, he's not done anything that would make me think it's definitely not on the table. But equally, yeah, he's sort of been not gently allied, but gently coordinating with me. So yeah, it's possible. There's nothing I can do about that. I have not Dark Augury'd either of them, and probably won't get big enough Dark Augury anytime soon. So we will see. Yeah, we will see. But yeah, not much I can do about that. If I later in the game want to try and establish whether they're doing it, then yeah, I guess we see. Do some Dark Auguries, hopefully find out what their relics are, and then make a decision then. I think that's that. So I'll send Sharpo my message, and then that'll be it. Okay, this is my end of turn recording. So this turn I am going for a couple of sick tributes as usual. I've bid on worm mounts to get an extra movement for my guys. Because as Sharpo messaged me to say, it's difficult to take cantons off him without it looking really obvious, because he can intercept me. So if I can get movement 3, then in theory I can do it in 1 turn, which is a bit more plausible. Also, it's a good item to have. I'm improving my deceit to get it to 4, and I'm consolidating some darkness and souls, so that I can potentially get Scroll of Nephilim next turn if it hasn't been bought already. And if it has been bought, then I will still use that at some point to get the next level of prophecy or something like that, or deceit. Right, as far as other things going on, so Belial, or Belial, not sure how you pronounce it, started on the scheme, so expect some prestige from that coming at some point. I want to be getting some prestige, but some extra schemes going on, but I didn't feel I had the actions this turn, because I still need that money. And messages wise, Dan basically messaged to say actually it's not the manuscript fragments, he's not going for that play, he's getting them to block Sharpo, which may or may not be true. He's also pressing weakness on Jake to get Palace of Gluttony, which puts him in a strong position. And then reposition on Sharpo. He's definitely angling more for attacking Sharpo than Robbo, so I'm still not entirely convinced by this whole let's take territory off the Toms strategy. But I've responded to say makes sense, I'll get into position just to keep up the pretense. And my message to Sharpo is that fair point about the cantons thing, but I told him about the worm thingies to get the item to go move 3 per turn. He also said he wants to dark augury me to make it more plausible that we're at war. First of all, I do not want that, obviously, because he's probably prophecy 6 at this point, and I don't want him to see my relic. But also, I don't think other people can see it. At least I haven't seen other people's. So I assume that it's just like a thing that you can't see. So I've told him that. Hopefully it prompts him to not do it. And I've also floated the idea of Dan potentially doing a Pandy play later on, just to see what he thinks about that, and also to say whether we need to step in. It's worth noting, actually, while we're talking about that he goes through... Dan would have to go through Jake, right, to do that. So if Dan suddenly starts taking territory down here, that's when we need to start getting worried. So we do have a little bit of warning, unless he obviously gets teleporty guys. I am worried about Dan's guys. They are big now. I don't think I can stop them. So we'll see what happens later on. Turn. Teleport. Who did that? Ooh. Someone's going at me. Someone's going at me. I wonder who it is. Belial appears to be responsible. Robbo. Okay, end of term recording. So it was Robbo that tried to loot my vaults, or at least this said it was. Oops, despite that one it doesn't say who it was, but for the vault loots it said it was Belial. Don't know if it actually was, but either way, that's enough leverage for me to do something about him, to do something to him even. As far as what specifically to do, there's not a lot. I can't like take his places of power. Killing his legion would be the prize, but I'm not quite there yet. I don't think. I want to get Wrath 6 so I can mess with the order of things. Like I skip ranged, and also get my destruction to 6, so that I can do bigger stuff and have a better chance of doing damage. I have realised this turn that you can't go past 6 order slots, which goes to show that I've never got this far before. Never got a 7th order slot, or the possibility of getting one. So yeah, so that item I bought, which gives me the extra order slot, was a massive waste. Whoops. But oh well. Which one is it? It's that one. Yeah. Oh well. I thought that was going to be really good, but turns out it was a waste. Never mind. So what's happened to this turn? So I've messaged Robbo to say what the hell. I've messaged Dan to say, to prime him to the fact that I'm going to mess with Robbo if he's not careful. And I have order-wise, I've done a bunch of Seek Tribute, I've attached my artifact to my guys, I have improved my deceit because I could just do it off the bat thanks to my consolidated tribute last turn. I've consolidated enough tribute to get destruction 6 next go. I decided against buying the artifact. It gave me destruction 6. Because it takes 2 turns to equip it, it's not that much cheaper, and I need the darkness for multiple things, for prophecy and for deceit as well. So I'd rather spend Hellfire than I would darkness right now. And it could get stolen, and I don't know, plus 1 prestige at this point in the game, although it would be useful for leveling up, I don't know. Basically it didn't seem worth it. Wrath's tempting. It'd be cheaper than going levels, but same thing as here. Need the darkness. Like all Vats will probably get bought straight away. I was tempted to bid for it, but just to keep it from someone else having it, but I'm not going to. And I think that's it for my turn. Damn, he hits hard. I guess the trick is to not get hit. Ooh, right. That's overtaken Jake. Now, I wonder if... Oh, sorry, he's overtaken Astaroth. Sorry, of course, he hasn't overtaken Jake. Jake's Prince. Astaroth's 124. So that so I reckon Sharpo probably won't go Prince then, although it kind of would be safe to. Or safer to, if he's got good game. I guess Dan's just going to play the game of not ranking up. We'll see, because that'll mean Sharpo can't. Huh, yeah, we'll see. Okay, turn plans. So, in terms of stuff that's happened, so Dan won his Vendetta and got 61 prestige. So yeah, jumped way up. Robbo got the +1 destruction scrolls the Nephilim, which is annoying. So he's going to be destruction 6, if presumably. I have panic bought, or not panic bought, but bid on Black Heart, which is +1 destruction strength. So hopefully I can get through his resists if it comes down to it. He can obviously put the resistance rituals up, so it's going to be quite hard to do destruction trials and spells on him. But I've massively overbid it because I just desperately need it. So yeah, hopefully I win that. Yeah, Sharper's reply did say that Dan's got teleporting, so that gives us less time if he goes for a panty run, because he can just teleport straight in and hit it, which is not great. We'll see what he does. I've, as far as actions then, I've lined myself up. So as you can see here, I've done my Razor Beast Strider and march in there, so I can just hopefully do a 3 count and win. I am still trying to get to level 6, so I need 3 more wins for that. It's going to take a lot of orders to do that, but I just feel like I need these guys to be bigger. Other than that, I've gone for 2 Seek Tributes because I'm back down to lower money again after all that buying. I've improved my destruction to 6. So yeah, so that's big now. So now I feel a bit better for having destruction 6. After that, we'll see what the situation is. I need to be getting some schemes on, so some plots and stuff. So I will probably ease off buying the big buys. So I feel like Prophecy is probably the next one, because those ritual slots are huge late game. If you want to have defensive rituals up and do offensive stuff, you need Prophecy. So Prophecy is going to be the next one I save for. Wrath is an option. I kind of don't want to be fighting now. So I don't know. I might end up getting having Wrath 6 would be great. If I end up getting myself into a fight. But the problem is, if I'm in a fight with Dan, I don't fancy it anyway. If I'm in a fight with Robbo, that's potentially a reason to have it. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, and that's my turn. Okay, so Dan can go for the rank up. Okay, end of turn report. So, things that have happened this game. Jake's bought Creed of the Damned, which is great, means no one else has got her. I won the Black Heart auction, which is also great. I'm not equipping it this turn though, because I've got other things I need to do. I don't really want to put it on Temple of Sloth, but I might have to just because of lack of actions. Testament of Tyrants is too close to Jake, and my home base is full. Dan did go up in rank, but he's got prestige gain capacity clearly, so that doesn't mean that he's so that he has the option of either going for the Pandy Blade, doesn't think he can get enough prestige, or going for a standard prestige win. He's got more prestige gain than Sharpo does. So, yeah, he's got options. Other things that have happened. Robbo basically messaged to say misclick, so yeah, clearly he's not misclick, and I thought he would deny it personally, but he's not, so he's stirring, which is fine. Sharpo's basically responded to say, yeah, he's a threat. I think Dan's more of a threat, to be honest, than Robbo, but because we can't stop Dan killing our stuff. But anyway, yes, Robbo, yeah, basically. So what I proposed is, if Dan goes on Sharpo, I'll go on Robbo, and we 1v1 them. It could be a massive mistake. I don't really want to fight Dan. I've seen if Sharpo's up for it. With Robbo, I don't really have a plan right now. He's got no places of power, so probably just either demand an artifact, or so like scroll the Nephilim probably. Z resistance is massive. Scroll the Nephilim, I reckon. Or I just go for Cantons. I can't damage his unit while they're in ruins because my guys do Infernal, but if I stack melee, I've got 7 melee going in. If I've got, yeah, so basically, yeah, if I can do that, my Infernal gets added to my melee, so I can kill them. So we'll see. I might just go for a destroy a Legion war. But that's kind of like, I don't know. You could just march away, and yeah, it's not great. Also, I can't hit them with spells. That's the other problem. I want to get these guys up to 6, just to get up their upgrade and see what I can do. It'd be nice if they had more melee, or more health. Actions-wise, 3 Seek Tributes. I want to be going up to Prophecy 5 to get the extra ritual slot. I probably won't go all the way to 6 because it's quite a big investment. I don't think I'll have the money all the time. But I'm going up to 5, get my Dark Augury up, Evil Ward 2, and get the extra ritual slot, more importantly. And then Wrath 6, so I've got the time. I probably won't go for Deceit 6. Probably not. It'd be nice to, but I just don't really think I'll have the time. I've also, so basically those things require money, so I've gone for 3 Seek Tributes. I've got 2 plots just to see if I can get my prestige up to get to Prince, and I've got a Consolidate Tribute, so that's just getting me prepared to get Prophecy 5 next go. I don't think I've put enough coins in there to be able to do it in one, but I'm hoping with a good tribute draw, some high value coins, I'll be able to do it. So that's my go. Okay, just doing my end of turn strategizing. So this turn, Robbo's moved his guys very aggressively in my direction, but he's also insulted Jake, so I assume he's prepping to fight me. Dan has either insulted or demanded off Sharpo. Let's have a look. Demands made. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So Dan's guys big, as you can see, but Sharpo's guys also big. So yeah, not quite sure how that pans out. Other things that have happened. Dan has bought Tentacle Rupture, and yeah, this has been bought by Jake. beyond that. Okay, so the messages that I have sent a message to Sharpo basically just to say Dan's gone quiet and Robbo's making a move, so it feels like they're allied. And I'm just going to declare on Robbo. Also, saying to Sharpo, thanks that we're friends. Great that we're friends, because I wouldn't want to face your guys, just in case he is thinking of betraying me. At least I'll cause him some guilt while he does it. With Dan, I've sent a message saying, basically, Robbo's going at me, so time for me to fight, and good luck in the end game. I've sort of basically sent a message that if Dan is allied with Robbo, it's kind of like a, well, you know, GG, but also if Dan's not allied with Robbo, it's not giving the game away that I'm allied with Sharpo. Kind of a sort of ambiguous message. Although it's getting to the point where it's a bit irrelevant that whether I am or am not allied with Sharpo. It's 10:45 at this point, so okay, so schemes and plots. Tell you what, I'll just ping to this view because it'll be easier. So I went for a battle without taking damage, which I know I can win off the Abyss Strider move. That's 20 prestige, and then a bunch of money, getting a bunch of money, which is 35 prestige, which I can get. It just depends on how quickly, because I'll probably be filling my turns with doing spells and stuff. I am concerned about my lack of money at the moment, because I don't have enough hellfire to actually do any hostile spells, so I'm hoping the delay that I have now with all the demands and stuff, demand stuff going through. I've actually done an extort for artifacts against Robbo. So yes, if I don't think he'll give me any of my really good stuff. He's probably got some kind of crappy artifact somewhere that he's happy to give me, but he may just take it as an opportunity to, attack. He's a very deceitful man. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. A bit of me thinks he'll probably just go for the fight because it's the end of the game and to make something interesting happen. Whatever he goes with, I don't mind, because I can make something out of it, and if I go down, oh well. It's more important that Sharpo wins than I do. So with that in mind, once it kicks off with Sharpo, you'll see what happens. He may accept the demand, I don't know, but Dan's probably gone for a very big demand, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, as far as actions as turn, so that's my extort order for Robbo. I've got a bit of tribute to try and hopefully get some enough hellfire to actually do something with. Improve my prophecy to get the ritual slot, and the erase the Abyss Strider and attach the artifact. It's probably a bit silly attaching the artifact now, because I'm not going to be doing any. Well, I might do some destruction-based things next turn. Who knows? Who knows? That's my turn. turn review. So Wrath of the Tyrant played, and I lost a deceit, which is annoying. That's the deceit I literally just bought. But there we are. I could have lost worse things. As far as other things, Robbo Vile calumniated me, so I responded to Sharpo to let him know that's what. So he Vile calumniated me to insult Sharpo. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But hey, interesting to see what happens there. I think Sharpo rather just presumably has to send it to me to accept. As in, Robbo has to Sharpo has to put the ball in my court, as in reject it, and then see what I do. I could do I'm happy to do a vendetta, and then he loses. Don't know if he's already rejected or accepted it though. I'm not sure. Anyway, upgraded my prophecy this turn, so that's good. I completed my scheme, and other things that happened. Robo got Devil's Organ, which is really annoying. I don't want having that, but well, what can we do? As far as my actions for this turn, I have gone Mass Seek Tribute and then performed Evil Ward to get my Destruction Resistance up. I just need money to do things. I would have rather spent the actions doing other stuff like getting these guys to 6 to gain their last victory, but at the end of the day I think I just need the money, otherwise I can't cast spells, can't cast rituals. That's the problem. Right, so that will be my turn. Big turn next turn, mind. Not quite. Huh? Going for the attack. Ooh, interesting. You know what these guys' stats are. Ooh, they're not bad. But they aren't. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate for Jake. It would have been enough if it hadn't been for that hit. Oh, that's so gutting. Such a... Oh, and I think we should win this easily. Yeah. Oh, that's so gutting. It's a real hard lesson for Jake to learn. Robbo's breath must be right. Ward. There it is. Here it comes. Burnt offering spam to close out the game. 63. Okay, end of turn recording. So the big answer to the question about Robbo was that he declined the insult. Rejected the insult. Which that means that gives me the option of giving a vendetta, which I have done. The vendetta I've gone for is just to destroy 1 legion and to do it over, I think 8 turns or something, and the wager is like as low as I could go, so 4 prestige wager. The reason for this, so the 1 legion is because I can hopefully just nuke 1 down using rituals, although Jake could kill it, I suppose, in which case these guys are harder to nuke down, although still possible. I want it to go for 8 turns because I want the option to drag it out. I might just nuke them straight away, but I want plenty of time to keep trying if I fail. And 8 turns is long. I have time on my side, in the sense that if this drags on and Sharpo wins his fight with Dan, then I still win, providing the plan goes everything according to plan, and we win traditionally, or Sharpo wins traditionally, then I would still win. So it can drag out with Robbo. Also, it gives me a chance to like play now lock him and do other stuff if the fight drags on, and puts him further behind and further away from Sharpo. Although realistically, I think Dan's probably the bigger threat, really, because he can knock Sharpo out, whereas I don't think Robbo can catch Sharpo at this point, or at least it'd be very hard to, unless he's got a hell of a lot of schemes. The reason for the low wager is because it doesn't matter if I lose. If it goes to 8 turns, if we just sit really defensively, I can't kill his guys, and it goes to 8 turns and I lose, 4 prestige or whatever, who cares? It's not going to make a difference. But hopefully having him in the fight will be enough. So yeah, make sure he can't overtake Sharpo. These guys, I was originally thinking, I could probably take them, but Robbo did go for Drums of War. I think in an earlier video I actually specifically said that I might try buying Drums of War so that no one else gets it, because it is a hard counter for me, because it negates my named abilities, which are the things that make these guys good. Obviously having 16 Infernal is great, but if you don't even get the Infernal phase because you already died to ranged or to whatever, it doesn't matter. So Infernal first is nuked, is gone. So that's a real problem for me. So I won't be trying to fight them at all. We'll see how aggressive he plays. He's probably going to try and take the Holy Fountain first, Unholy Fountain even, which I think you can do in 1 turn. In fact, you can do it as other guys, can't he, potentially? Oh, I can't bother to do the maths, but either way, he'll probably take the Infernal Fountain and march them straight towards me to try and take the fight, take the Age of Sloth if he can. So if that happens, well, we'll see. I have, as you can see, I've done the action here to kill an Abyss Strider and get the final level, so the final win rather, to get me to level 6. So we'll see what level 6 gives me. Hopefully some extra stats to buff me up, or well, we'll see. Basically, I may have to play very defensive and just run away. I don't know. I do feel like Robbo is going to potentially go for Pandemonium, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't really have a massive plan for this war beyond trying to kill him with spells, kill him with rituals rather. I have Dark Augury him just to see if it lands. I doubt it will, but just give it a go. I'll tell you what, actually, let's just redo that Dark Augury so I can see what the chance of it is. Very likely. I mean, don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. See what happens. I need to readjust my things, probably, don't I? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sharpo even accepted my insult, so he's lost 7 prestige, so that's fine. I think he'll live. Not much else to say, I don't think, this turn. Dan, where was the adversary's picker? There it is. So Dan did claim the Vendetta, capture the cantons in 5 turns, which is going to be tricky, I think, without engaging Tom, because he can't go straight for 2 because he'll be in hitting range of Tom. He could duck out, do one duck out, another one duck out, and then see what Tom does. Tom goes first in the order, so that is, yeah, interesting. Oh, I forgot to mention that as well, by the way. Yeah, I mistimed this with my my actions here. I did wonder whether I would go first before Robbo, but I've actually timed it badly, so that now the Vendetta starts on Robbo's first turn, so he would get the first turn in. So I'm kind of wasting the first turn on intentionally, so that the cycle moves on, the turn cycle moves on. So that's why I'm one of the other reasons of keeping my guys defensively here rather than marching them straight in. From this position, it means I can go in or go down, and yeah, gives me options. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, my actions then are Seek Tributes, the Bestrider and Move, like I said, Dark Augury, like I said, and Consolidate. So I have consolidated for Prophecy 6. I don't think I'll be able to get it next turn because I think it's a big one. I think I'll need to consolidate a second time, which puts me at risk of being vault looted and all this stuff, right? So yeah, that's we'll see. But I would like to get Prophecy 6. It was a bit of a decision between Wrath and Prophecy, to be honest. But like I say, with Wrath, I don't think I can take the manual fight anyway. I know Infernal Juggernaut adds quite a lot, but yeah, either way, I don't think I can do it. Even with a phase skip, I don't think I can do it. My Infernal going last is real. My not Infernaling first is a real problem. So yeah, I decided to go with Prophecy, see if I can get Demonic Interference. An extra ritual slot would be great. I am quite scared of Robbo Infernal Interferencing me, which I think is the right play for him, because that'll basically really limit what I can do. Yeah, it'll be a real problem because I'll then have to drop one of these guys, and that's going to be an issue. So I won't be able to do any offensive spells, and oh god, yeah, don't want to think about it. But there we are. It may happen. So yeah, wish me luck, I guess. Oof, turn. Big fight. That turned out quite one-sided. 32 Infernal. Jeez Louise. Oh. Kind of handy. Those guys. Okay. Man, I actually am getting surprisingly close to Tom. I wonder whether I should Prince just to keep him feeling safe. I don't know. We'll see at the end of his down what the situation is. Don't want to commit too early, because if Tom ended up taking huge prestige hit for whatever reason, it might rule me out of winning either. Although, to be honest, I think it looks slightly over, judging by what happened in the combat. But there we go. Okay, so I'll talk through my end of turn stuff. I'll start with the actions first. So, playing a lock ritual on on Robbo even, first, just to hopefully break some of his orders and disrupt him. A couple of Seek Tributes to make sure I can get some Hellfire back and continue rituals next turn if needed, and a Infernal Affliction on his unit here just to see if I can pop them and win the Vendetta on turn 1. I assume he's got resists up, so I'm not that hopeful for either of my rituals, but thought I'd give it a go. And then finally improve my prophecy to 6. I was just about able to get enough tribute into my with the consolidate tokens to be able to get it to 6. So I'll go through my actions as well. I have promoted my guys to Infernal 6, to 6 plus Infernal rather. I agonized over the HP or the Infernal for quite a while, and I went with the Infernal because basically I think either they swing and hit in the way they need to, i.e. with their Infernal first, or they just don't work at all. Like they can't take on any of the other big units, right? They can't even take on Robert's other guys here, let alone Sharpo's guys. So not there I want them to be, but you know what I mean, right? Like if the other big military threats, I don't think they can take on unless they specifically hit the way they need to, and even then they can't take Sharpo's guys. But yeah, so basically, yeah. So I've taken the Infernal because what that can mean is I can swap out the Mechatrix Sigil here, which actually isn't really doing what I need to do, despite being such a big part of my early game plan. It doesn't really do what I need to do. So I can swap it out, get the 6 plus 6 Infernal from the upgrade, replacing the plus 4 Infernal, and then I can use that slot for stratagems and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like that's probably overall on balance better, because it means that they can actually take fights, and I stand a better chance of winning fights. If they're getting hit in ranged or melee, it doesn't matter how much health they've got, they're probably going to die anyway. So that's the logic of damage over health. I regret going for the range and the melee in the past. I think I've learned my lesson here, but oh well. Definitely learned my lesson about that Mechatrix Sigil, that's for sure. Okay, let's see what other stuff we've got. My rituals have updated, obviously, and yeah, Belial's refused this extortion attempt, so Lith can now claim a vendetta on Robbo, which is going to be interesting. Not in a good position for it, so I don't know how that's going to pan out, but there we are. If the thing hasn't been broken, if the fight with Dan hasn't been broken, the vendetta, then Sharpo can't really fight 2 people at once because Pillar of Skulls is vulnerable. But yeah, so there's that to play. That's that to consider. Not sure what Sharpo will decide. Robbo has got Finger of Betrayal, which I do not like. That deceit strength is not good for me. Yeah, that's a real problem, getting deceit rituals up, because if you can start stealing stuff and wrecking Praetors and things, that's bad news. My guys are unwavering, so they can't be converted, but there's still other stuff they can do, strategic confusion, all that kind of stuff, which is going to be a pain, so I don't like that, but hopefully it's not going to be too big a factor. Other things I'm considering at the moment are Sharpo does a Pandemonium play. He shouldn't. I don't think he will, because he is winning. Especially if he wins the vendetta with Dan and gets a bunch of prestige off it, then he shouldn't need to go for it, but he might do it anyway for fun. If he's worried about how much prestige I'm getting, and goes for a Pandemonium play, then that's a problem. I'm hoping he doesn't, though. Yeah, we'll see what he thinks, really. I may have to go Prince just to get my prestige down, but again, I'll wait till see how it all pans out, and hopefully Sharpo doesn't get pushed over the edge in the meantime. I'm still conscious of how suspicious it looks that I would intentionally throw away my only chance of winning. It seems weird. Sharpo might get suspicious, even though I've specifically said that, like, look, I'm playing second place, which is a suspicious enough thing to say. So yeah, concerned about that, but we'll see. The other thing that concerns me at the moment is these guys, Adamantine Golem, plus with melee, but inflicted melee damage is doubled, and any melee damage inflicted reduces the opponent's other attributes to 0 until the end of combat. That pretty much hard counters my guys. So if Jake or Robbo get that, then it's bad times for me, and I think either of them will probably, if they see that, and they will definitely go for it. So I'm worried about that, but there's so much I can do because I don't have the resources to buy it, and I don't want to spend the resources buying it anyway. I've messaged Sharpo to basically say watch out for the Orb of Oblivion on those guys already, so yeah, he should be aware of that. But yes, the Orb of Oblivion also a problem for me, obviously, and the Drums of War, which again hard counter me. There's lots of things that can make my guys pretty useless. But yeah, that's my turn. Hey, got the plane now locked. Nice. So they're going to take the Holy Fountain. Yeah. Jake. Damage, jeez. Teleport, forgot about that. Ooh, Ultra Abomination, he's going for the play, damn. So they're gonna try and hit me with the gaze. Oh, interesting. Oh, that must just be someone trying to complete a plot or something. Infernal Affliction. Okay. Boom. Okay. So one hit, one kill. Suddenly, tons of guys. Robbo. Oof, and I've overtaken Sharpo. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'll have to message him. I'll have to think about that message though. Oh, I don't want to drop down in case. Because Robbo's going on a tear with the prestige as well, and Dan's definitely getting up there. Oof. Don't like it. It's getting tricky. It's turn 49. Oh. Do some thinking here. Okay, end of turn review. I'll go through the events first. So yeah, the Conclave favourite thing is caused me to think a little bit. So I've messaged Sharpo to say, don't freak out about me being not specifically don't freak out about me being Conclave favourite, but like, are you getting a bunch of prestige off Dan for the win? Because if you are, then that's great, and if you're not, then that's going to get difficult, because I now don't want to go Prince, because if I do, and Sharpo for whatever reason loses prestige, or Robbo has a bunch of secret schemes, he could actually overtake both of us, and neither of us would win, which I don't want. So yeah, that's a problem. So I basically messaged him to say this, and see what he says. I have extorted Robbo again for an item again. I assume he'll do the same thing he did last time, and just reject it. So yeah, we'll see. My logic there being that I just need to be taking prestige off him. He's got a bunch more units, so I might do the same thing I did last time and go for a kill if I can. Maybe go for much more prestige on this win, just to try and knock him down. I've been a bit spooked, as my message to Sharpo, I've been a bit spooked by how much prestige Robbo got for that fight, that 30 prestige win because of the secret scheme, because the scheme rather was a big jump up. He's a bit of a threat now, so yeah, I'm worried about that. Right, what else? So yeah, Sharpo completed the Machine of Vengeance, so it drops everyone's wrath by 1. For me, that was okay because I was on 5, so I dropped down to 4, so I haven't lost an action or anything. But I've consolidated to get back up to 5 again, so I'd like to get up to 6 if I can. I've just got a ton of Icor, so yeah. On that note though, on a ton of Icor note, I have bidded for Asheron's Butchers because I want some melee guys. So I bidded for those. And yeah, hopefully I get them because that'll give me some more options. Potentially I've got enough turns to level them up as well, depending on how the game goes. Don't know. I'm probably gonna buy some items if I can. In fact, I'm tempted to see if I can Great Scythe now. Okay, here we go. Spontaneous end of turn decision. I really want the Adamantine Golem. So if I go for this, it'll probably rule me out. Yeah, I probably won't go for it now. I want to get tribute. I need the tribute to get my Hellfire up, so I'm probably just going to carry on with tribute. I want to get one of those two. That would be very nice. We'll see. I think it's going to get bought up though. Okay, other things this turn. So yeah, I was obviously successful against Robbo. Sorry, yeah, Robbo. Even so, 9 prestige, basically nothing. And upgraded my power, so that's great. Obviously 6, nice. I need to Dark Augury Jake at some point, or someone else, basically. I don't want to Dark Augury anyone that's going to then Dark Augury me, because they will see the stuff that I don't want them to see, the relic specifically. So if I figure it, Jake's the most likely target to feel it, but he does have the resistance. So the most likely target that won't augury me back and then spill the beans about what I'm doing. So he has the resistance though, so I think I may not get through, but we'll see. And that's, I think, it. Some big buys this turn. So yeah, Astaroth got that. Hand of the Executioner, just in time, because he lost to Wrath. These two guys got bought by Robbo. Small guys, they're nukeable, but again, lots of little guys, you know, hard to deal with, lots of stuff running around. So I think he'll probably, yeah, run lots of guys at me, I think. But that takes action, so hey, not the end of the world. I feel I shouldn't have tried to play now lock-in because it hasn't achieved anything, because my then one-turn nuking his guys ended up causing a problem because it thingy cancelled the play now lock effectively, so it was a bit of a waste, and it also it's kind of revealed that I have Destruction 6 and now he's prepped for it, which is silly on my part, but whatever, I made a mistake. Right. Now for the action, so there's the Extorter talked about, seek tributes. I've got a plot because I need to be getting more prestige, I think, just in case Robbo overtakes, goes no tear. I can always just choose to not do the plot if it's going to mess with Sharpo. I've consolidated, like I said, for the Wrath, and I have bid on those guys. So we'll see how many of these pay off. That's my turn.